The map, Peninsula Istria, that is one lime region, a limestone, and one phenomenon in limestone are caves. Just in Istria, there are 1,500 of those caves. In all Croatia, we have almost 10,000. This is our cave here, side view. So now, today we visit this yellow part here. We have vertical enter here, 15 meters deep. After this, we go to 5 rooms, still this little lake here at the end, 60 meters below ground. We go in this direction, the cave goes below the field here, something south-southeast, and then we climb back. And later, the exit is there, in the opposite cave. So the cave is deeper. You can read here, the second part, wide, it's 132 meters depth, 2 underground lakes, underground water. But here there are no stairs, it's for cavers, they need ropes and special gear and they have to climb. So cave split here in the 4th room, and we go here to the 5th room where we encounter some animals. One here, the picture of the cave olm, it's called, or man's fish in Croatian, Čovječa ribica, or Proteus anguinus, Latin name. That is one endemic animal, so all around the world they live only here. This Dinaric Karst region from Slovenia north from here, and Italy one small part here to the border with Slovenia, and then in Croatia and Bosnia south, and nowhere else in the world. In Croatia now, so almost 10,000 caves, they live in about 68, 70 caves only. And we are the only show cave in Croatia where you can see them. In Croatia there are 25-6 touristic show caves. We are the orange one. So we will see them here at the end. Few important rules. Here, most important, please not touch anything. These crystals, dripstones in the cave are very fragile, especially the small one. Breakable and pictures, it's okay, but without flash or strong light. So no flash allowed in the cave, that's why we keep the light low. That is to harbor for the animal in the cave. It's nice temperature, 14 degrees. We have permanent summer and winter, and later we have one fitness program, 270 stairs all the way back. But you will see with 14 degrees, it's very nice combination. Wherever the enter, it's steep, so maybe slippery, hold yourself. Careful, please, one by one. Okay, follow me. We'll ask my colleague, will explain something.
Mamy je za sebou. Chodź za nimi.
Maak hem naar beneden. Maar kom even. Doe een mooie foto maken. Ja, niemand heeft er zin in.
Dawaj si pozor. To šmíka. Nedá si to teda či okolo krku.
Waar hou je vast? Doe je telefoon weg.
Glad, hè?
Ja, misschien moet je de telefoon weer weg.
Ja, doe je telefoon weg.
Okay, so this is it, our first room. So welcome again in the Istria underground. We did 15 meters still here, 15 meters, and again everything you see here is ceiling above us, the walls are all limestone, or chemical name of this calcium carbonate. That is one sedimental stone, sedimental rock up to 100 million years old from Cretaceous. That is one geological time. And the limestone, the rock has been made in a warm and shallow sea with deposition of shells, bones from these sea animals, from sand and rocks through millions of years. All this material at the bottom of the sea petrified. And then through millions of years with tectonic movement, all this rock came out from the sea, rises from the water. And at that time also they have been made many cracks, micro channels, so kind of net of channels through the rocks. And when it's raining, so water passes through these cracks into the limestone. Water with chemical and mechanical process can dissolve the limestone. This is a soluble rock, and then the cracks became larger, they became channels, and then rooms, and then has been made a whole cave through millions of years. And later, these dripstones. Over here we have stalactites, you see, that are hanging from the ceiling. Stalagmites we show later, they're rising from bottom up. So water first dissolved the limestone, so now water contains calcium carbonate, and calcium carbonate inside the cave crystallized, and with the crystallization process these dripstones forming. So that is all crystal, calcite, calcium carbonate crystal, and the dripstones, they lit, they are translucent with strong light. We will show later. Here you can see just a little bit shiny, but with strong light they are all translucent. We will show that later. And then the cave, here, Baredine cave has been fully explored only 50 years ago, 1973 and 4, with our caving club Proteus from Porridge, the 8-9 kilometer far town. But this enter that you see here, it's natural enter, and that was open for centuries, maybe not so large, long ago. So people from here near, mostly farmers, and they used to clean the fields next to the cave, and they throw rocks to close the cave. The enter was maybe smaller, and so they didn't, maybe they even enter inside, but we don't have official data. So 73 and 4 we explore everything, and from 1995 the cave is open for tourism. The first show cave in Istria. Now there are 4, maybe 40 kilometers around here, and 25, 6 in Croatia. You saw the map, all those with white, there were show caves. Alright, now we proceed to the next position, second room. Be careful, these edges can be wet, so easy when you go down there. A group will come out, so maybe better take the right side, not the wrong side. Right.
Dawaj, pozor.
Папа, быстрее.
Ja, fordi jeg kom med mange gode, jeg skal være fotografer.
Ja, jamen det er også sjovt. Så der var det kun en bjørn bare, men hvor er det bare?
Okay, second room. It's a bit bigger. You see the color here, dominant color around the red or orange. That is coming from the soil. The land outside near to the coast here, we have this red soil with iron oxide up to 14-15% red iron oxide. That's why later the crystal inside the cave is red orange. If the water managed to bring less iron, this calcite crystal can be then brighter, this orange here, or this white formation that is 100% calcium carbonate crystal, and the shape there fully white. Then the dripstones, once more, the most popular here, stalactites, a big one here, and the biggest one here in this room is here. They're hanging, so dripping water falling to the top here, and they're getting longer. Opposite to those, and this way here, left side, some stalagmites, they're growing from bottom up. So again, water drips from this top here, falling on the thick of the stalagmite over here, then here dripping water build new layers of crystal. So they grow one from above, other from below. And eventually, after a few thousand years, those two formations merge, come together, and we have a new shape called column pillar stalagmite. International name here, some smaller. This growing process is very slow, so average growth speed 1 millimeter takes 10 to 20 years. So one like this, I don't know, 2-3 meter long, could be 20-30,000 years old. But it's very difficult to tell the age compared to the size. There are other methods more precise and can be quite wrong. And then the rocks. I mentioned this earlier. People throw this in, so you see many stones all around us here, and then higher next to the path here. So farmers, so centuries back, they will clean those fields next to the cave, Then first they used the rock like this to build these old houses into the villages, but they are simply too many, so they throw them in caves also. In 73, when we explored everything here, this part was closed, and then because of the rocks of many shapes, many of these stalactites, the ceiling they're broken. You see here the crystal, it is strong enough, they won't break by themselves, and they are not so fragile, but big rock like this can do a lot of damage. So this part was almost closed, was a little passage below the ceiling, and the first room was half full with rocks. And then cavers want to make some space here, and through the years they have to carry these rocks back out, they clean this part, and then they build this stairway later. But so practically till the year 90s, it was a hill here, 40 meters long, from the enter there to this end of this room here. But now we have this nice stairway. Okay, let's continue. Next thing is to your left side. It's the net behind it. Have a nice formation that is called the curtain. Here, those thin couple ones more here, they're smaller. Between this one here has two colors, and so it has more names. We joke, look like a ham, and a big slice of ham, prosciutto or bacon. Maybe with this fat here, the white part. We have a ham at the buffet, but not so big portion, not so big slices. Little joke. The crystallite, you can see that now with this other light, a little bit translucent, but we will show that here further in a bit. So how are those curtains made? When the ceiling is diagonal like here, and sometimes the water drippings, they are sliding down the ceiling, down one line. They do the same path every time. Where the water dripping are passing through, they leave this calcium carbonate. It crystallizes and will have shape like this. So water here coming down only on the edge of this formation. The surfaces, they're always dry and they're thin. And once more you will see, okay, it's translucent, but we will show this here. Let's continue.
Men hold kæft, de bønder, de havde mange ting.
So most of the earthquake they are more south from Zada, Beredine, Croatian coast to Dubrovnik south, which is not so stable. The Istria part of the island Istria is the most stable tectonically speaking. Here. So here, this is the highest part in the cave. Look up here, the thin part like a chimney. So parts of the cave like this that are thin and they are tall along this tall chimney. They may be open sometimes in other caves, for example, but here is not a cave that is closed. There is 11 meters to the surface. First, then about 10 meter rock, layers of limestone, and then half to 1 meter soil above the rock, and then the field that we saw earlier. So now, at this moment, this position here, we are 36 meters deep, and we go 16 feet. And what's next? This one here, this nice big rock next to me, that fell down. Yeah, nice, but don't worry, long ago. Yes, there was no one here. You saw the roof, it was all okay, so no phones, no camera, only a torch here, what I use working with it. So it fell about 35,000 years ago. Long ago. Yeah, someone is coming. some space in between and take the best tour and you can see everything here. So after the huge rock here, the grand rock fell down, dripping water from the ceiling, and there was start to drip above it, and the water slowly through this crystal. So this surface, the whole surface of this rock is now covered with calcium crystal. Then we took a few samples from the rock years ago. We analyzed this crystal, know how old it is, and all the probably the rock is not lying. This crystal, we have this board here, and here to shine. Please come forward a couple steps down and the last can see some. There is some space here, down. Come here if you want a picture. Also from the border. Just a little patience. Please leave some space to the side. Just some patience. When the group leaves, when the group comes closer, you can see better. We will show it again. Like the pumpkin, maybe here Halloween pumpkin. Oh, it's very popular, like the mouth and the eyes model here. And scary kids. The color is iron, is red iron oxide from this soil, bring it to water here. This one smaller here, next to this, same thing, but smaller maybe. Here between also, translucent. But there the surface is larger, not like here, like a sphere. So you see better here. And then the best is down here. Now, a bit show, but there is people coming continuously. And so in a bit we will show the best pictures of this. I will keep it a bit longer. No, okay. Now this is it. Here's the last one. So now please split a little bit. You can go all the way till the wall. No one is coming here, and you will see how this one here looks beautiful, like a torch, like a lamp. You may buy lamps like this. They sell it. We don't have it here outside on the souvenirs there, but IKEA has them or similar store. But these are usually made of salt. Salt crystal also have similar properties, maybe different colors. This Himalaya salt, for example, is almost same like this. For bedrooms, maybe romantic like this. This is brighter. You see here a bit less iron. Can you all see? Or like I said, no one is coming. If you want picture all the way back, come closer. Then we show everything else there in red. But the best once more. All right, now we will go further. It's not over yet. We have to go here below the passage, this big rock. So don't worry, it's just a 3-meter long tunnel. Then we have a bit more space, but watch for your head. So I will turn this off now. All right. Time's up. Now, watch your head and slipper. So there's a railing here to the left.
Det går bare vente på 14 grader.
Ja, det er ikke kommet endnu. Kan jeg se, hvor meget der er?
Men han sagde garanteret noget fornuft.
Jo, det er.
noget med, at der er 2 veje. Du bestemmer selv. Pas på hovedet. Kig efter hovedet. Det er vigtigt. Luk af for det.
Surface plus the soil, and when training, water takes a much longer time to filter to this step here. So this lower part of the cave, they are active the whole year. The first and second rooms, they can be dry sometimes. When it starts hard rain, it can drip fast, but it lasts just a couple of days, and then again it can be dry. This lower part of the cave, they are active actually the whole year. And many shapes, like here, also wet. So many columns in this part. This one is in the flyer outside. It's hanging a little bit when you look it from here or from the opposite side. It's hanging even more. Then the flyer says Tower of Pisa. So imagination, only difference. This is safe. It's sketch. We have the antenna. Or many say from here it is quite straight, so then look more like a kebab. Fat that's coming down, but it is just water. It's wet, it's active, it's definitely slowly larger. Blades too, but the light is not very strong. You cannot see as good as earlier. Watch your head here again. And now we have the most interesting sector. Best part maybe.
And the beast.
Det er jo en måde, at vi går på det som en tegn. Jeg tror heller ikke, det er en tur. Nej. There's a yellow part and the white part is that's the ship here down. So no more stairs. We have the rope here, almost new. Red one only today, and you can climb for free. Here, ladies can go first, kids, and then men. I wait here, of course. So climbers try to go down there. Yes. Yes. So of course it's a joke. Yes. It might be danger without equipment, but we do organize the other tour. So this is only for cavers. They use this rope with spelo gear and everything for maintenance or research, and that is completely discovered. But we sometimes We took some sample from water to see the quality and so on. So we go sometimes still down there. If you want to climb, we do have this Spelo adventure. It's the other tour. You do a little course with the full Spelo gear, safety belt and everything. And after the course, you visit another cave near. Not so big, so everyone can do the tour. You don't need any experience. Kids 11, 12 years old may also go. But this is only on announcement. So for information, booking, whether outside the reception. We will go right down the stairs. But last of you who did not so, come closer, have a look. That is 18 meters. All the way down is water, where in 1975 the cavers, Columbus, were divers went to water 75 and they discovered the white salamander from the picture. This cave over. They live only deeper in underground water. After the cave is open, we catch them, brought them to the next room right side where you see them. Their natural place is deeper down. The first time discovered in Slovenia, north from here, another state, so over 300 years ago, and 75 we find them here. And already before 1975 we knew that this animal, this species, lived in Croatia in other caves. But here in our cave we find them in that time. Before we go, with some imagination, we can find different shapes, like one octopus, maybe here on the side, and this spaghetti. So yes, spaghetti macaroni formation is with octopus spaghetti frutti di mare. So, and this here above us, curtain, the longest formation in the cave. Their length almost 10 meters, maybe 100,000 years old. And with the average growth speed and mathematics. But like I said, you cannot tell the age compared to the size. One more part here behind me. The stairs, they are quite steep, so be extra careful. Kids, smaller kids behind the parents, safer. You can go like this to one side or backwards like this, reverse. Take your time. Don't need to worry, don't jump. Right, not wall. There are lower bars. Here.
Zašpiniš si. Toto si zašpiniš.
Jeg ved godt, at vi er så stresset.
Many caves with easy access, horizontal enter, there are traces of something. You need animals, and wild animals can enter easy accessible caves, but in vertical only, I don't know, some birds. Here to enter, pets. We have them also. Well, there it is, two of them. And they live so in caves only. Those cannot live on the surface, on the outside with light. They have no protection from it, no pigmentation. That's why we have this low power light and filter, and small filter. And one left side, bigger here, and make some space so others can see them. You can go back later. Big one here, so like I said, there are two. Big one is maybe 40, 50 years old. Yes, they can reach 100 years of age. They live up 100 years. The small left side could be 10, 15 years. Yeah, a white salamander or man's fish, čovječa ribica, human fish, cave old. They have many names. Proteus in Latin name, a unique scientific name, name Latin Proteus. It's a god, kind of undercut. Eat little crayfish. So all in caves live other animals. There are also bats. And enter from the outside. They fly out to find food. But there are little crayfish, little crabs, 1,000 feet, cave spiders also, different kinds. But all this, except this cave old, they're smaller. So a couple millimeter big only. So that is the biggest animal all around the world that live in caves only. They have no natural enemies. So eating all this small crayfish. How do they find their food? And they have one special technique. They wait like this for hours, and when this unfortunate crayfish came next to his mouth, he grabbed him and eating. And that might be after a couple months or a couple of years. So they have extreme slow metabolism. They don't move much. This way they save their energy, and they can survive a couple of years without eating anything, without food. Yes, in some books you may find biology book one survived for 8 years without eating, without food. And that was in a kind of controlled environment where it didn't want to eat. And it has enough food, but didn't want to eat or eventually died. So maybe the menu was not good to check. But yes, they've never been a couple of years without eating. But when they find their food, they eat everything they find. They may attack other from the same species, or they can eat the eggs from the other Proteuses. So they make eggs, they're males, females. They produce eggs, and many, I don't know, 50, 60, 70, but sometimes all numbers survive, depends on how much food. Come closer once more, they are amphibious. You see the gills, they are red. They keep the gills the whole life. They have lungs, they can breathe through the skin, like every amphibian. But 99% time, they are in water. Sometimes swimming with the tail. Most of the time here the pool, the aquarium is not big, not deep, so walking on the bottom of their legs. They have taken the 100 years of age, big one, 40, 50, 10, 15, the small. There are none there, the rest is deeper down. We change them every time, couple of years. And like I said, they live only here, it's endemic. Thousands of kilometers south of Beredine. Main shape, our main formation here is the so-called snowman. The white one there, you see the profile. That is interesting because it's going very quickly. Much quicker than the rest of this formation. If you look careful above it, you'll see there are a couple parts where the water drips faster here and the left. But then over there, in winter, water running here. Like from a pipe, you get large amounts of water and calcium carbonate sediments, and these grow almost half centimeter a year. So we didn't measure with special methods, measure, but we have pictures. 74, they were almost 10 centimeters apart. 1986, they merged. Now it's a column of the snowman, the face here, the profile. There. And all the way right, like a little statue. You see all the way up the wall, like Holy Mary, Virgin Mary, Madonna Maria, but there is one in every cave around here. Yes, not so nice like ours. And with the lake, the cave stops. No rooms or tunnels. We are here 60 meters deep. Here at the bottom, there are layers of soil, and the water can slowly filter through those soil all the way down into deeper lakes. But for us, here the cave stops. So no rooms or tunnels. Here we are 60 meters deep. Here the tour ends, and we have the fitness program now. Thank you. You may start to climb slowly. I am the last one who did not show the animals you can come one last view, and then we go up there. Thank you, of course, business is a joke, you don't have to go fast with the brakes. On the last one.